I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
I would normally be introducing Matt Fox right now, but Matt's on the road. He's driving still.
No,
he's trying to get here.
He's trying to
get here, and he's not here.
And if people notice,
I'm August Skitch-like. I guess
August.
Do that part.
There
yeah,
you are. Fair play.
I don't have Matt to introduce me.
This is the people can see that there's a whole dais here. There's a whole.
Yes, this is not the usual confines of the Podcast Your Voice studio.
And there's magnificent copper and brass and all kinds of things behind us.
Scrapper's dream back there.
It is nuts. We are at Shankar Distilleries in Troy. And we're talking whiskey, we're talking rye, we're talking tequila, gin. I think there's a vodka in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
In there. So we have a whole panel. We got Jennifer and Spencer with us. They,
familiar names.
How you doing?
We have Spencer on the high chair today.
Yes.
So he's sitting up high, but Jen's still down there.
That's right.
She's on the high chair too.
So, so we're gonna. We've been talking to these guys forever. You see them on the shelves, you see them in the bars in Metro Detroit and around, and we're gonna find out exactly where and how far out. And we've tasted them, but we don't have the story. We need to get.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here. I was brought here early on. I'm like, why are we going into this no man's land behind Oakland Mall? What the heck's back here? Really, and it was serious. It was like, I'm like, this is a distillery, and like I thought I knew this stuff. And we're friends with the guys at Weiss. I know their head distiller very well. He's one of my best friends, Andrew Zink. And so we do a podcast about drinking.
Yeah.
So like when someone takes me into an industrial complex and then we open it up and there's this beautiful space, I'm like, what the hell is this? And we left with 2 bottles of tequila.
Hey.
It's a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good night. It was a fun night. They were really good cocktails. So I actually have experienced the nightlife side of the distillery here.
But so the man behind it all.
Yes, that I did not get to experience.
Yes. So, and the name is on the bottle and the name is on the distillery. Varchas, thank you so much for having us out here this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. It's been phenomenal, and I hope you guys are enjoying the spirits you start off with.
The welcome cocktail was amazing. And I always have one question that I like to kick things off with and kind of get a feel for things. Varchas, tell me about your childhood.
So I grew up in India, southern part of India, south of Bangalore, called Mysore, and it's a city of palaces and wildlife, and again I had the experience of a lot of cultures, a lot of backgrounds, but I also had a dream to come to America. So a lot of good schools, and decided to come to America about 35 years ago.
Okay. And so you live a double life. I have like 10 different jobs, right? You're Batman in your other life, right? No. Yeah. So you have the bourbon life and you have an IT life, right?
Yes.
So you got two separate things going on. So the IT came first, right? And you have a successful IT company. And then you're like, hey, you know what? This is great, but why not do bourbon? Okay. How did that happen?
Yeah, really.
This is the toughest question. So, like when I started my company, V2 Soft, which is, in about 6 countries around the world, I still run the company, about 27 years in business. When I established my company in different parts of the world, I started to travel around to my offices. I started to see, I am a big bourbon lover, big whiskey lover. I couldn't find any of the American whiskeys out there, right? So immediately being an entrepreneur, I started thinking about, oh my God, and how about I bring my American whiskey here, right? And then, that's how the whole thought process started about 10 years ago. About 7-8 years ago, I started to do contract distilling. And then 6 years ago, started the company.
Well, I was going to ask if you started distilling in your garage, like some of these guys, with a couple copper pots and, got the hearts and the tails and all that stuff. And
So honestly, I'm a core IT guy with a beautiful love for whiskeys.
You're dressed too well to be a moonshiner. You're just too sharply dressed to be doing moonshine.
Right,
Be dealing
right.
with the acetone pipes and stuff like that.
I'm in IT, so I gotta be who I am, right? But the reality is, taking I truly believe in exporting our American spirits. Like American spirits have got a long way to go, but we're only experiencing in America. I want to take it worldwide.
Okay.
Right? And now actually, we became the first American craft whiskey to go to India.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
all right.
India drinks half the world's whiskey.
Okay.
Well, it has half the world's people.
Yeah.
It should drink a little bit. A nice
those,
chunk of its
those
whiskey.
numbers check out. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost. Yeah. So that's actually, I thought, okay, how about actually we take our American craft whiskey, our culture here, back, export to other countries, right? Especially with India, with my experience. And I think, we're talking to Spencer earlier. I know Spencer has been to India many times, so he understands it. I would only find one or two local American whiskeys there. So, you know what? We got an opportunity. So that's how the whole idea started off with.
But you didn't distill any of the stuff yourself initially, did you?
No. We actually partnered with MGP. Okay. So they distilled for us.
Sure.
I got a great strategic partnership with them, global partnership. And then actually we started distill in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Right. Ours is aging in the back, while the ones I've already distilled before with MGP is about 8 to 10 years old right now. So that's what goes into my bottle. Right.
Gotcha.
That's with my bourbons and rye whiskeys. But if you talk about my gin, my vodka, my tequila is all made by us.
Okay. All right. And we're going to get to the tequila because we got stories about that.
Isn't there always a story about
There's-
tequila,
there's
Jamie? We're
always
going to do that again. This
stories.
is not a spring break story.
No, it's not.
It's not a dorm room carpet story.
Kailash, when did you get involved in the project? Have you been here from the get-go or when did you get pulled in?
So I kind of started out like
And
after
you're the master distiller.
yeah,
here
I'm
now.
the master distiller.
All right.
I was working at a different distillery. I had left that, and it was just perfect timing. My first day here at Shankar Distillers was the day the building was bought.
Okay.
First job was build out the production area, which I love. So this is Shankar's baby. It's my baby too.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gorgeous. Did it come with the skylight or did you have to put that in?
No, we got to open up the whole roof.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, it's
Yeah,
all
like,
This was
We're gonna
a
put the
classic
stuff in there.
1980s building. There's
Yeah.
a sauna in here.
Oh my God.
You know,
There
that
is.
tasting room that you guys were in.
It's
There
on
was
the back.
there was like a full glass wall around it that we just tore down the whole building.
Nice.
Did you have to lower all the tanks in through the ceiling? Or did
We
you
did
open
the
up a wall?
stills that way.
The distills that way?
The
Okay.
tanks actually came in sideways and we
Okay.
flipped
Flip them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we seeing? Because people can see the video. If you're not, this is one of the videos you should. If you're watching the audio podcast, go listen to the video podcast because it's amazing. Yeah,
Watching the
it's,
audio,
yeah,
listen
yeah,
to the
yeah.
video.
It's-
Okay.
Let it roll. So, but it's amazing to see what's behind us. So, what is behind us here? What's
this is the pretty still, right? It's all
Yeah.
nice and copper. I'm not sure if the camera picks up
It
that
is,
one
it
right
is,
there. It is.
yeah.
Yeah. So our pot still, hybrid pot stills behind us, 250-gallon still with a bunch of columns that you can see. That's the hybrid part.
okay.
So we got our whiskey column, that smaller column on there. We got 2 vodka columns right there that we basically run together. It's as if it's stacked right up on top of each other, basically. It's got a gin basket and then a nice shiny condenser over there. But this is what we call basically like our finishing still.
Okay.
Right? And this is our continuous column. So this is what we call our stripping still, right? Not because it looks like a
Stripper
big
pole.
old pole, but that's the nicest pole I've seen right there.
Hey.
But
no jokes. Jennifer's here. No jokes.
Oh,
But that's really the workhorse right there. So when you go into like a massive, big old distillery, you don't really see it much in craft distilleries. There's a few in Michigan, but this is what we actually pump our fermentation beer into to actually get the alcohol separated, making like the low wines. And then we process it on the finishing still behind us, and that's where we make our cuts. Not to say that, a little bit of heads isn't already cut off on this system, but
Yeah.
a majority of the cuts are all done on the pot still behind us.
okay. All right. So you're master blending. How much of the taste, Varchas, are you saying this is the taste I like? This is the taste I'm looking for. What taste do you look for?
Yeah. So great question, right? So I'm your common bourbon lover, right? I'm not a master distiller, right? Their taste profiles are much different than a common drinker. So I'm also doing tasting for the global customers. For example, if I'm tasting it for an Indian customer, you want to have more of the malt whiskey in it, right? So, for example, we released a product in India which has got American malt, American bourbon, American rye whiskey called the Detroit Reserve. So that's a product is super popular in India, our own product, which is all made.
Well, separate you from the American styles too, and give you something a little different on the shelf.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're not used to bourbon, right? Yeah. So, and it's super expensive over there too, because it's really just a couple big guys over there. Oh, a couple big guys over there.
Yeah. And, and tariffs.
Yeah, but they're a huge malt whiskey country. So, they've been drinking Scotch forever. They drink Indian malt whiskey like no other. So, the realistic step to get them into the American bourbon kind of like taste profile is kind of starting them off with that blend where you have a feel of what bourbon kind of tastes like in it, but it's familiar to you.
That comfort of your
and then
own
kind of
style,
work your way,
of the Scotchiness.
Yeah, work your way into like the premium, awesome bourbon.
We won't talk about my opinion of Scotch. I did that the last show. Anyway,
and actually, for me, I think it has to be appealing to the common drinker, right? It's so important. Actually,
if you want to sell more than 5 bottles, you got to have regular people wanting to drink it.
It has to be smooth. It has to be appealing.
Sure.
It has to have a good feeling. You don't want to wake up next day morning with a headache, right? There's a whole bunch of factors. But again, the taste profiles, you got to be able to taste the vanilla, the caramel, the wood. So for the bourbon side of it, our tequilas is a different ballgame altogether. But we are targeting our tequila to be more for the bourbon drinkers, right? Because they like to sip it. It's not your shot tequila, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I age them in bourbon barrels, so you get the same wood flavors, actually.
All right.
Okay.
So I see a few barrels behind us, but do you have a rack house where are the barrels sleeping? Is it this facility somewhere?
All the way in the back.
Okay.
There's a whole farther warehouse.
This is a big building. Yeah. So all your barrels are here for now?
So basically all the new fills are here,
which
we will probably ship off site once we're completely filled up with them. But then we bring in our other barrels that we're still waiting for aging, our MGP barrels. So basically what's ready to bottle and what was just made will be here.
All right. So when we get a bottle, is this MGP for now still? And,
so the bourbon and rye is going to be MGP for another
couple of years,
3 more years,
2 to 3 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Before we start to blend them in, but everything else is made here.
Okay.
So everything's bottled here, though, right?
Bottled here.
Everything's bottled here.
So you can put that sticker on it.
Yes,
bottled
we
in
can.
Michigan.
Everything is bottled here, and again, the most important thing is we blend them with Great Lakes water. Okay. All Michigan water.
All right.
The taste do change, compared to what you guys see. But again, our vodka gin is all made right here.
Kentucky likes to rant about their water, but we Michiganders should be proud of our water too.
We got a lot of fresh water around here.
Yeah.
Largest source of the world.
That's right. That's right. So that's Ray from marketing down there on the
marketing
end.
guy.
He's gonna have all the good tits, all the tits, all the good tits, all the good tidbits, all the good tits. Where's the stripper column again? Talking about
I got his head.
Haven't gotten it out of my head.
You notice he keeps staring at it.
Yes, Ray. I had no comment about your breasts. I was talking about your knowledge and your tidbits, okay, of information like the good Michigan water that you.
Yes.
So, I wanted to ask a question about the tequila. Aren't there rules? I could be completely wrong about what you can call tequila, like where it's made to call it that or something. When it's locally. Tell me about, but because our listeners probably don't even know that.
Yeah. So let me start off. I know that Kailash actually add up on it actually. So tequila has to be made in Jalisco.
Okay.
If you want to call it 100% blue agave tequila, it has to be made, distilled, and bottled in Mexico.
Okay.
So, but again, in our case, we have a partnership with a great distillery down in Mexico. Kailash goes there, and I go with him most of the time, not all the time.
I'm sorry. You got the boss there. Well, unless his credit card's working, then it's a good thing to have the boss.
We have a
there.
great time together.
I bet.
So we go there, and then
you should.
And he is distilling with them, tasting it out, and then they're bottling it, and we are quality checking it before it gets shipped back here.
Okay.
So it's not your average celebrity tequila where they're really just because that's what That's what a lot of the producers, when you go down there, they're like, hey, this is my tequila. This is what you can have. It's like, no, I want to make sure you're distilling it to like our standard of quality, right? I also don't want it to taste like the next guy's tequila that we just bottled for, right?
Yeah, like he couldn't sell it to, Brad Pitt. So he's selling
they
it to
can't.
you.
They're not allowed to sell how they make our tequila to somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
You send it back up to the States to bottle it here?
No, it
No, they
has
have
to be
to bottle
bottled
it in
there.
Mexico.
So
Yeah.
all of it's 100% agave, so it has to be bottled there.
Oh, wow.
Now,
but
if
you've got your fingernails in that barrel, so you can say you have your finger.
every one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then actually,
That's awesome.
it's our own recipe.
Okay.
So it's already trademarked. So
Yeah.
So you have the recipe. It's just they have to make it down there for you to call it what it is.
Right.
That's another step in the process. It takes a little out of your profits, but it's a quality product. Tell you,
and it's
we've
worth
gone
it to
through a
call it
bunch.
100% agave, really.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
Just with the market knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the most important thing I want to add to this is, the agave plants, just like our bourbon, when they age 5, 6, 7, 8 years, how they get better. We choose only 5 to 6 years aged agave plants to make our tequila.
If you
And
wanted
all the
to
other
cheap
crap
out,
goes in the mezcal.
Yeah.
All the other crap.
you could cheap out and do it with like 3-year-old, agave, but it's crazy what goes into the tequila bottle even before we start aging it in whiskey barrels, right? It lives a whiskey's lifetime just growing.
Yeah.
Before it even hits a barrel, and it might become
Could become an extra. Don't take that long to grow. It just takes that long to age.
One
and malt
season
out.
for corn, right?
Yeah, one season for corn.
So let's try the whiskey.
Yes.
Let's get in, and you can tell us what mash bill we're. Do you know mash bills and
Yes.
things? So
Yes.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Well,
come on,
because it's a
man.
blend. It's MGP. We did say I'm sure you know the mash bills.
Want to have Ray marketing in there? You want to explain the eagles, or Shankar, do you want to explain the eagles that are on there and the difference and the reasoning for that?
Yeah. So let me actually talk about the,
The bottle is a very, very unique bottle.
So I need a bottle. But again, Rob, can you get a bottle?
This one.
Okay, let me show this bottle. So again, every bottle of bourbon is an American dream in a bottle.
Ah.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll allow it. American dream in a bottle.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
You know
I get
why?
it now.
Because
I like it.
because look, I'm living an American dream.
There you go. Okay.
That's the reality, right?
Yeah.
No other country in the world will get an opportunity like here. Okay. Let's face it.
That's awesome.
Okay. So if you look at the double-headed eagle on the emblem, is the emblem of the kings of South India.
Okay.
And the top eagle, which is the American flying eagle, is the American eagle. So the whole story behind it, if I switch to this bottle, so if you look at this American eagle, and again, Spencer, we talked about the South India, the emblems of the kings of South India.
Okay. It's a nice
So,
touch.
I'm trying to bring a mix of East and West into American craftsmanship, which I'm taking it back to the East to sell it there.
All right.
Nice.
So
There's 4 different heads you have, right?
Yes, yeah, we have one letter for each brand of Varchas. There's about 6 of them,
6 of them.
Well, there's
Okay.
6 eagles. Okay.
Oh,
and this particular special eagle is only for like high proof, barrel proof bourbons.
All right. So you
Yeah,
can
I thought
tell
the one where
proof
the
by- okay.
I thought the one where the wings were up were going to be the highest proof.
No, that's the
It's
V.
like is how hard the wings went up was how
Spencer
high
was
the
right.
proof
You see
was.
double when you
I'd
drink
say
the good
you see
stuff.
double vision. You see double vision when you have the high proofs. You have 2 heads.
So yeah, so that's again, you're trying the Reserve 102.
Yeah. So
You
So yeah, get right up on the mic.
Yeah.
What's
So
your-
what
what's your
was the
pour for us?
first pour there?
So this is the Reserve 102. This is like our number 1 selling product.
Okay.
This is a high-rye, super high-rye mash bill, 60 corn, 36 rye,
Okay.
4% malted barley. And then what makes this one really cool is this is a single barrel. So this product's always single barrel. So everything, what we try right now
nice.
might have been different than what you had in your old fashioned up at the bar. Just because what we got in stock at the tasting room, right? We got a couple different barrels in stock. But this was named in Forbes last year for top 5 bourbons in the world. And probably about 10% of the barrels is what I pick out for this product that just hit that kind of quality standard.
Oh.
We're looking at anything from about 6 to 8 years old. Just kind of depends on the barrel. And I'm sure you guys drink a lot of whiskey. You've probably had a lot of old whiskey that isn't good sometimes. And sometimes you see some young ones that are like fire, like amazing.
I defend the blending process. I think it's almost there's a crazy challenge to just say, I'm going to make this always taste the same forever, rather than, I'm going to charge more and make this one that I can never do it again.
Yeah. And,
I can't get my recipe right twice.
I like the difference, though, because I feel like that's what kind of is the craft distilling piece of it. Is like,
I mean, there's a home for that.
Yeah.
That's why these barrel picks sell
we're not trying to be Buffalo Trace and it tastes exactly the same every time.
Yeah.
Right.
We want it to be a thorough.
But the like level of quality is what we're at every single time. So you might pick out different flavors that might be a little more prominent in one pour than another, right?
It's very sweet on the nose. And I'm not getting any ethanol on the nose. It's not hurting me at all.
No.
And then the sip.
Sip's got that rye heat that I like.
And I should say it's 102 proof for 8 Mile M102.
Is that really?
Yeah. 102 is called 102 because of 8 Mile Road, which is Michigan 102.
Yeah, it is 102.
Like that. Yeah.
That's our number one seller.
More marketing.
Yes.
Getty.
So
Getty.
from what I've seen on the website, there's like at least 15 different expressions of whiskeys and bourbons across on the website. And then at the grocery store, I was at the Kroger, we'll see it there. What is on the shelf out in public readily available for folks?
Right now, our small batch bourbon,
Yeah.
which is a 90 proof, which you're tasting 102 right now. It's a 90 proof version.
Okay.
That's actually small batch, which is 3 barrels. We blend together and proof. We have a small batch rye, which is a very high rye, 95% rye, 5% malted barley, which is also at the market in Kroger. And then we have our reserve 102, of course, which is the one you're tasting now.
What are you getting out of this? Jennifer, give Jennifer the mic. Jennifer, are you tasting? Did you taste it?
I did. I got some heat. I also, for some reason, have some cinnamon.
Cinnamon. All right. I'm getting a fruit, and I don't know. I don't know what fruit it is. I want to say maybe apricot, but yeah.
I was just gonna say.
All right. So I'm getting it, and it's nice. It's not too
Smooth.
fruity. It's not like juicy fruity, but it's just a nice. It's rich. Is there something on there?
Spencer's our real professional tasting nerd.
No, you get a little of the sweetness when you first hit your tongue before you actually finish off the taste, though, and then you feel the heat after, and it stays there. It's not like a burning heat, but it lingers enough to actually enjoy the taste.
Right.
One
That's the rye.
Yeah, one of the things we looked for in this one is specifically like the finish, right? I mean, it's nice to have a sip that just tastes good, but if it doesn't last, like, are you really going to drink more of that, right? You want that linger and just be like, yeah, let's kill this bottle tonight, boys.
It doesn't dissipate and go away. You're able to enjoy it and lingers around, like you said.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's where it is.
I'm getting it more on the tip of my tongue. It's kind of hanging out on the tip of my tongue. This one, but the flavor is just kind of it's the flavor is almost an aroma sticking around as an aroma for me. So.
No, I got it. When you mentioned the apricots, I was like,
I
there we
think
go.
Maybe a fruit. Yeah.
Like the CVS ones that you put in a charcuterie board.
No, the Trader Joe's one.
Same
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Right on. All right. So now this is a single barrel, right? Proof down to 102 for 8 Mile.
So once this one is done, though, you're not going to have another one with this flavor profile, correct?
Do you try to come
there
close?
might be something that's close.
Well, no, you're right. Yeah, but this is
but I'm not picking it out for anything particular. It's like I rate every single barrel we got, and it either gets the gold star like a single barrel, or it's going to be something that might taste really, really nice, but will probably eventually end up in one of our small batches. So what I'm going for most of the time is obviously a little bit of sweetness. Everyone loves vanilla, caramel, brown sugar. That's classic, right?
Right.
But we really love that high rye flavor. Like that is one thing we all love here. We like to think that makes us a little bit unique, even though
I chase ryes. Yeah.
And
green label whiskeys,
while this is like a high rye whiskey, I don't know. I mean, I get a lot of rye flavor on it, but it's not like overwhelming to me at all.
It's not super. There is spice in it, but it's not super spicy. Like the cinnamon is a nice.
And you're not playing the green label game.
No.
Yeah.
which is like the common thing with rye. Is every rye has a green label. Your
Yeah.
Woodford, your Bullet, your
Yeah.
Old Forester, all of them do it now.
Our rye is red label.
Look at you. You're so
All right. All right.
When we came here,
We're from Michigan.
That's right.
That's what I bought was rye.
Yeah, we ordered rye right away. Susan
I think
walked
our
in.
rye was our first gold medal that we
Okay.
got.
First
Yeah.
gold medal winner 2023.
Okay.
All right.
That's what we bought.
All right. So that was
that was nice.
that was the
That was this one right here, the 102.
the 102. So
I brought
where-
out a really nice special one
Okay.
because you were asking about, what other stuff we have here, right? There are a lot of expressions we have.
Yeah.
We do some finishes. This one, what we got out here, is one of my favorite. It's a Madeira
Okay.
finish. You guys ever have a Madeira finish before?
no. I don't think we
No.
have.
You guys have drank
that
Madeira
in-
wine before?
I have, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I think it really adds like a nice sweetness without getting like PX sherry
So
sweet.
how
you know?
they do it?
What do you mean?
Don't
How
tell
did
the
they
secret,
do it?
don't
Is it barrel? They put it in wine barrels?
Yeah.
So we
finish
we put it in wine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted you to say.
Yeah.
You put it in the
So
wine barrels.
I'm
and
taking
yeah.
this is a truly a single
Okay,
barrel.
all right, Rob put it in the wine barrels. Okay.
Yeah.
I told him
I
which
didn't
barrel
know
to
you
put
had
in a
the
rock.
cellar
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize he worked here.
Jesse, my Jesse.
I just went to the whiskey contest at Whiskey Taco.
Jesse.
Box. Yeah.
I'm Walter White. He's Jesse.
I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
But so a
I've
lot of
never
the
seen
finishes
Breaking
you
Bad,
might get
so-
are not actually single barrel. So it might be a bunch of barrels because after you're aging it, you don't have a full barrel of whiskey at the end, anyways. When you're
Sure.
going to go put it in that wine barrel, could be a blend. Then they might blend a bunch of those wine finishes together.
I know the camera's a ways away, but it is a significant color change.
Yes,
It's like-
yes.
Yeah,
it-
it's
it-
pretty
So
dark.
Yeah.
that's
There's
a
some-
single barrel into single barrel. That's all it is right there.
Okay.
And it's one of our best.
Yeah, I think we
finishes.
had a water out here to do some rinses. That way, there we go.
Like this
So you
one?
want to
Here?
rinse your
Already did.
cup. Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. He's ahead of it.
All right.
He was excited.
That's like
Yeah.
Yeah, because the wine.
Can we
wine
get
bag
to
is
the
very
dark
dark.
one over there?
Yeah.
It looks like it's a little different.
That's a little good.
I am a sucker for the Basil Hayden dark rye,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
which
okay.
I think is a cheat code for whiskey drinking, especially for women who don't want to drink whiskey, are afraid of it. Get that sherry cask
That would not
stuff.
be
And
me,
Mhm.
so let's
I
just-
know. I was not talking about you. You know you're special. Oh, here's the lid, by the way. But it's the sherry casks and the wine casks, I think, are underutilized.
Yeah.
But they also the nerds will say that you've corrupted the bourbon, you've corrupted it too much. I think you do whatever people want to fucking drink.
Correct.
And this, if it's drinkable, it works. So I like this idea. I'm excited. for this.
So we have a number of finishes, right? So this is the Madeira cask. We've done cognac cask finishes.
Okay, I've had
we-
cognac cast finish before.
and we have-
Jefferson, they had a Jefferson's Ocean cognac finish.
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
It was nice.
and we have port wine finishes. But
yeah, we did a port wine, ruby port.
Ruby
We did a
port.
tawny port. We've done Oloroso
Ooh,
sherry.
you have a port, tawny
Yeah.
port. I love a good tawny port.
Yeah.
my favorite thing. At Motor
that one,
City
that
Wine.
one's sold out. So we don't have that.
I go to
tasting
Motor
right
City
now.
Wine. I get that bottle of tawny port out of the corner and just.
See,
sit
I'm a
there
big
and sip
fan
on
of
that
Tonic
juice.
Catan, actually. But
Well, that's
definitely-
aging yourself there. You spread eagle on the hood of a car in a White Snake video. Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, this is-
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I know, because
yeah.
the wine
Well,
red
it's a
picks up
whole
quite a
different
bit.
smell. Wow, you get
Yeah.
that right away.
The nose.
This is actually
the wrong thing.
one of the best. My favorite.
Yeah, this is my favorite of our finishes. Aside from the tawny port, that one was killer.
No, it's probably
We're
even
gonna be doing
darker.
that one again,
Does that come
yeah.
out even darker?
I get cherry.
Okay, so
Because ports are usually
there is a
heavier.
little bit of cheating, I think, with the finishing, and that is when you leave too much of the wine in the barrel.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
sure.
And have you ever seen a port that's just like a purple colored bourbon, basically? Like,
Yeah.
Well, they're-
that's too much.
The ports are thicker. They're a little heavier, and they're
It's
okay.
dark and it's getting a little ruby. Oh my gosh, the finish on this is
Yeah. And it's-
insane.
A dark chocolate
You
chip.
do taste
So,
the cherries on that one.
What's
Not the tartness of
what's
it.
the starting juice on this? Like, what did you put in there to start with? as a
That
mash?
was our barrel proof high rye.
Okay.
So it was a
High
rye.
rye. Okay.
Yeah.
High rye bourbon.
And so, like, there is a cheat code, right? You can always put something that doesn't taste good into a wine barrel that people think will make it better, but that's not true. And
I don't
so,
know. I have friends that do that with shit all the time.
Yeah.
You put it in a barrel and you call it something and you sell it, and it's a whole different taste.
it is a completely different taste,
That's what
but
lipstick
like,
on a pig.
we're not going for
but-
something young. Like, this was already like a 6-year whiskey that was
Right. You're not
delicious,
rushing it. That's when people make
Yeah.
the mistake. When they take their White Lightning and they don't age it and they try to put it in a barrel that's a cheap barrel. That's a cheat.
Yeah.
That is junk. That is junk. you
And
know?
like, this
Keep
is
that in the barrel then after.
so this was like about 6.5 years in the original bourbon barrel doing its aging, and then about 7 to 8 months in the wine barrel.
Wow.
A particular specification on the char level in the barrel.
For like our whiskey barrels. Our whiskey barrels are char 4. Classic.
Okay.
And I think the most important thing is creating a very high quality product, right? We don't want to sell it. We want to sell a ton, but still,
Right.
And
That's the point,
You
right?
take your time, you're not rushing.
Yeah, we're not rushing it. We're taking our own time. Let's create a real good product which people love.
All right. So Rob was watching online. He had a question. He wanted to know how many of what you're putting out, how much of it, what percentage is coming from single barrels?
Since our number one seller is our 102, I would say probably 60% at least.
So, all right. So your number one seller, where are you selling it? Because the 90 proof is available at Kroger, right?
Yeah.
And in that big box, and I see it at the party stores and convenience stores and around town.
Mhm.
How many states are you in? So let's get our marketing folks on this.
All right.
All right. So what's out there? Where can we find it? Where can we buy it?
So Michigan, of course.
Yeah.
We're in Kroger,
Yeah.
Total Wine. We're in Meyer.
Nice.
We are in multiple states, including Michigan, Florida, Georgia, Texas, Illinois.
Okay.
We're
So you
licensed.
got a few
and just
cases
getting-
of product to
Exactly.
move then. Okay.
Plus, we're in India,
Oh.
which, again, the largest market consumers of whiskey in the world.
So how many cases are you putting? That sounds crazy because bourbon's a phenomenon here right now.
Yeah.
And you never know about other countries what's allowed and what they'll allow you to do, So that's fascinating that how many cases of product are you moving through in India?
So in India, actually, we have a couple of thousand cases right now. Okay. We just only started in the last 2.5, 3 years to sell it.
Okay.
And to add to what Ray was talking about, we are in Michigan, Georgia, Texas, Florida, Tennessee, right? We also licensed in a few more states. So we're growing pretty quickly. But again, Michigan is our home base.
Gotcha. Well, yes, it's your name's on the building.
I believe
sure.
it's over 1,000 stores in Michigan that we're in general.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's close to 1,200, right?
1,500.
1,500.
We're growing fast in Michigan.
So any particular states that you picked in particular to go that you want to grow into?
Had the easiest distribution rules.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
You
That's how
do
that
research,
works.
right? You do research
You do
on
research, you find
who's the
out where-
consumers of bourbon, whiskey, to make sure that you're going to be in a market where it's going to be consumed.
Yeah. You didn't get a distributor that has a profile that moves your kind of product.
Exactly.
Yeah. For example, Michigan, right? We are in the Public National RNDC. So they were also in Georgia. They're also in Texas.
Okay.
So we are there because of the reason. We also went to Florida because Florida is also a big market. For
And everyone
bourbon.
there is from Michigan or New York and
That's right.
Chicago anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it's the 90 proof barrel that's going out to those. How many expressions are going out? Is it just the one?
So we have actually our a small batch. So we totally in the market. The big sellers are our 90 proof bourbon, 90 proof rye, and our single barrel Reserve 102.
Right. But your outlets can order any of like the 15 expressions if they want.
But they can't get these barrel aged.
No.
These are for here, right?
No,
These
they
are
can
tasting room
get
only?
those 3, our tequilas, our
Okay.
vodka, and our gin.
Okay.
All the cool, crazy expressions you can only get at the distillery.
Okay.
Unless some liquor stores will do, we can do direct distribution to them.
A barrel pick,
So we'll
small,
do
yeah.
barrel picks,
Right.
and they might get we have a different bourbon mash bill. It's our heritage mash bill. It's a 75-21-4. So still kind of high rye,
Yeah.
but a little bit more traditional, hence the name heritage. But those you'll get, at a lot of barrel picks. We do that only barrel proof, really.
So
Are you able to order any of them online for anyone who gets it in different states?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically you can order anywhere. So if you go to varchaswhiskey.com or shankardistillers.com, or I'm sorry, buy varchaswhiskey.com or buy shankardistillers.com, you can order.
okay.
And I think is it all 50 states? Yeah, all 50
Yeah, we'll
states.
put the
ship it.
links. Yeah, we'll put the links down in the show notes for sure.
But like our actual distributions were the ones that's listed where a liquor store might be able to order it.
But this is all very, very craft.
Yes.
I mean, even those that you're pushing out in bigger numbers are still very, very craft. How many people are hustling here and making this happen?
we
Yeah.
We got,
Varchas, what kind of slave driver are you? What are you doing?
I don't see any children.
think about this, right? I think I definitely want to give credit to my software company folks, B2Soft folks, who are really helping us on the back end on the operation side. But the core work gets done by my people here. We're probably totally locally and globally about 35 people.
It seems like a tight knit group. It
Very
seems
small
like,
group.
yeah.
Working very hard, very close. Again, we still craft.
So earlier when I shed a tear because I couldn't introduce him, he finally made it. Next to me is the third member of the family here at the Man Cave Happy Hour, sexy Matt Fox.
Well, thank you, August.
Thanks for getting it.
So I did make it. I was listening on the way in.
Oh, yeah.
And I stopped listening because I was getting off the freeway. I passed over the 102 8 Mile.
Hey.
I'm like, all right, here we go.
He was listening.
I
He
was listening.
All right.
I was listening. And yeah, I stopped listening when because I was pulling in. It was the Madeira.
Madeira, yeah.
And is that what you poured?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is
So
incredible.
barrel proof.
All right.
Okay.
So, Ray, is there another Glencairn behind you we could set up for Matt?
I got one. I got one right here.
Oh, he's got one. All right. Sorry.
You were too busy, man.
Our hospitality is number one here.
Who am I thinking that Matt didn't
I
have?
didn't want to be.
Who
so
am I thinking that Matt didn't have a
presumptuous,
drink?
but all right.
I'm just looking out for a brother. That's all. All
No,
right.
I'm. Thank you for allowing me to crash the party.
Yeah.
Never late for dinner. Just here we
Yeah,
are.
late for
All right.
drinks.
Just for the dessert.
Right. Just for the dessert. Right. I did.
All right. So, Ray, here comes a hard question, right? What's this going to do to me in my wallet for getting my hands on some of these expressions? The one at the retails. What's MSRP?
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
This isn't a $100 bottle.
Okay.
It tastes like a $100 bottle.
There's what we're drinking right now. Is
He's got
yeah.
the line.
You know, what would you pay for the 102?
That's a great question.
Oh, what would I pay for that
What would I
102?
pay and what would I pay is pretty basic. I don't pay more. The most I've ever paid for a bottle is a gift bottle at around $75 to $80.
Less.
Yeah,
And so
I'm
when I'm drinking, for me, it's $50 or less.
So
I'm-
this is a $59 bottle of
all right.
whiskey.
All day
Sure.
long.
On the 102.
Yeah, on the 102.
On the 102. So
On the two small batches, $49.99.
boom, there you go. You're right. We moved right back into your neighborhood.
The barrel proof are the ones that the more money. 65,
The barrel
69.
proof are up a little higher, and the finishes,
Sure.
of course, are higher.
Yeah. This
but those are
finish is
expressions
gorgeous,
that are-
though.
Can
This-
we walk out of the tasting room with bottles of that? Or
Yeah,
no?
of course. Yes, we
can.
sell them here.
Okay.
I got a couple I'm bringing home.
And, one of you guys were drinking rye in your old fashioned, right?
We all
Yeah.
were.
So there's rye and sherry up there too that you should definitely try.
yeah.
Oh, a sherry cask rye?
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
saying.
shit, why were you burying the lead? Why are you hiding that? I mean, okay.
And if this is a little too sweet, because Madeira is like a dessert wine, then maybe a cognac cask is like it's a little bit drier.
Oh,
kinda
come on,
nice.
look at me. There's nothing too sweet for me.
So now this
Yeah,
is
sorry, Max.
we're gonna do some tequila in a
Yes,
minute.
we're gonna bring that- we're
But-
gonna bring that home there.
Now we had some friends at the Highclere Castle, and they were doing something innovative, and they were inviting people to join the party and to buy into it and buy into the barrels.
They were sourcing.
Yes.
Crowdfunding.
Are you guys doing something similar? Are you guys doing? I think I see something about you guys are. People can get into this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So who wants to talk on this, and whose idea was it? And what are we doing?
So starting in, right? Yeah. So basically, I've been advised by a lot of experts in the market. It's just not about like I've invested about $10 million into the business. Okay. So now I think we're trying to build social capital. We're trying to bring brand ambassadors around the country.
Social capital. I like that.
Yeah.
Right. So we feel very, very strongly feel that actually when we get people investing and buying into the company around the country, they become our brand ambassadors. They become the owners of our company, and we have a bigger opportunity to grow.
Is working for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
When does that IPO come out? That's what I want to know.
So we just went live a couple of weeks ago,
Oh, okay.
and people are really, I see a lot of people coming in and trying to invest and buy into the company.
So are they buying into the company, or are they buying into specific
Specific
barrels? What's the angle?
They're buying into the company. right?
Okay.
Yeah, because we are SEC regulated. It's a public. It's almost like a publicly traded company. but it's really private, right?
Yeah.
And I think,
Privately owned, but you can invest in it and you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
and this was it's a great way to bring in new partners in, new people in, right? Also helps us to leverage the funds towards more marketing.
Sure.
Right?
Just maintain your 51%. That's all you need to do.
There's also kind of diversity in it too, because we have all these SKUs, especially with the tequila, right? So like bourbon, people say bourbon's down. I don't know about that's true, but at least for craft,
it's peaks
different.
and valleys.
Yeah, it's always
it'll
peaks
come
and
up
valleys.
7
But
years.
like that's why there's other options here. So it's kind of like different than just investing into a bourbon company, right? Because we have all those kind of.
You are a
different
spirits
SKUs.
company.
Yeah,
You're not a bourbon
Yeah,
company.
right. Exactly.
Tequila has been picking up in the past couple of years.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Whiskey focused spirits.
And the reality is, I think it's more about we are fairly diversified, right?
Very.
With whiskeys and tequila,
Your portfolio is growing still, right? Yeah.
and then we're also in multiple countries.
Mhm.
So now we're global, right? So that brings a different dynamics.
You did say that at the beginning of the show. You were talking about you're a global company because
Right.
you are in India, you are across the United States. You do have your hands in multiple countries,
Right.
right?
Well, and
So-
you're pulling in tequila
Right.
that you're
Make
you
it
know,
Mexico.
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
in Mexico
Yeah.
with a unique recipe of your own.
Right.
Now, August, his lady friend, is something of a tequila snob. She likes
She likes mezcal, which drives me nuts.
Oh,
That's the
it's the
Scotch
Scotch
whiskey.
oh, the
of
smoky,
tequila. Yeah.
the
Yeah,
smoky,
it's smoky.
the
Great in
peaty.
old
I'm a
fashioned.
mezcal fan.
But
Old fashioned.
yes,
What did I call Scotch last week?
trash.
I call it Donner Party soup. You're boiling your leather shoes. That's all you got left.
Oh my
to
God!
eat.
Right.
Yeah, but you haven't
right,
tried a
right.
reposado yet.
No, I'm talking
Ah.
about Scotch. I hate Scotch. I'm not
Scotch.
talking about
Yeah,
tequila.
he's always
I'll
Scotch.
drink tequila.
Oh, yeah,
Easy
yeah, yeah.
marketing. I
Oh,
wasn't blasting
no,
products
no,
here.
no. Yeah.
I was
Do
telling
you
you.
not like smoked old fashions?
No, I don't.
Wait, our friendship's over now because you don't like mezcal.
Do you like bonfires in Michigan?
No,
You know?
no, I don't. I have to leave those damn dead hoodie outside now. I can't do that anymore.
This guy doesn't toast his marshmallows.
Drinking bourbon with
Yeah.
your woman, right?
What's that? What?
You must like bonfires with your woman drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
I live in
drinking
Hamtramck. We're not allowed to have open flames. I'm not even allowed to light a candle
The
in my house.
houses are
Everything's
this
made of
close.
kindling.
The houses are this close
There's no
together. You can't have a
bonfires
fire.
in Hamtramck. You
Yeah,
talking-
yeah, yeah.
I really, really, really like you, so I'm going to let this go.
Fair play.
Yeah, you should.
Shannon Gibson chimed in. She says, "It's my favorite distillery." So thanks, Shannon.
But I
for
do.
chiming in.
We passed
Thank
this
you,
bottle
Shannon.
around a card game. We had about 15 people playing like pass the ace or something, and then we passed the bottle with the cards, and they're like, "What is this?" And we told them, it's Shankar. It's out of Troy. Like, what? This is local? I'm like,
Yeah.
The bottle had them fooled. They thought they were drinking some kind of crazy thing out of
Oh,
Mexico.
yeah.
I'm like, it's out of Mexico via Troy, Michigan.
Yeah, the
And they're
big
from
beaver.
all over the state. They're from
When
all
you
over
see
state.
it
They
on
love
the
it.
shelf, the little neck tag on it says, "What is it?
Michigan.
Made in Michigan?" Born in Michigan,
Born in Michigan.
made in Mexico.
All right. So I'm waiting
Oh,
for
he'll
the
cut that
the
tag.
Big Beaver exit. I'm waiting for the Big Beaver exit 69 label somewhere.
You
in
might
there.
see that in a Bourbon Barrel Club pick.
That's on their 169 proof.
I think it
That's
is.
on the
I think it's-
169
yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
All of our city ones. You got to make one for each of our cities.
So it's called 900 grados.
Grados,
900 grados.
That's 900 degrees, which is what the
Oh.
agave is cooked at.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so
900
what-
degrees, which is what the agave is cooked at.
Oh, okay.
So when it goes
So are they
from
like cooked in
Ray
the?
with
Are they
tits
like?
again?
Are they like cooked in the ground? I mean, is that like a wives' tale or is that like old?
No, you-
do
you
they
see
do
the
they
plants.
bury it and burn it and
no, it's actually a big plant.
a big?
They cut it. It's got all the leaves coming out of it.
Yeah.
They chop off all the leaves. It says the heart, and that heart goes into a grinding mill and then goes into an oven, or it goes in an oven first and gets it's cooked.
Okay.
Goes in the oven,
Yeah,
gets cooked at 900 degrees.
Okay.
Comes out, gets pounded down to basically a mash like we
Yeah.
have for our corn and everything else for the whiskey.
All right.
Gets put into the still and distilled.
So the somebody wanted to know what type of agave do you use? So it's blue. It's 100% blue agave. Yes.
100% Blue Weber. Yeah.
And you can call it that because it is done in Mexico, bottled in Mexico.
And
you
that
go
is as-
down and observe. How often do you head down to Mexico and
And
keep
this
your
is
fingers in the pie?
probably 2 to 3 times a year
Okay.
where we basically make it all. And then once it's all like up to our quality, everything's good. We bring that imported all back in.
It's like a sugar cookie. It's a sugar cookie. I'm
I
telling you.
think a lot of people are going to be asking,
Yeah.
is this the additive-free agave?
Yes, is added for
Okay,
it.
so I know a lot of people, that's a big thing. People look at and saying, okay, here, I want to drink tequila. I want to drink agave. I want to make sure it's additive-free. So that's the biggest
They
thing
also
right now.
talk about the additive thing is a big because that's a social media thing that goes out there.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
But people click on that. They say, okay, here, it's agave. Okay, but is it additive-free? I want that.
a lot
I
of
want it to
that
be clean.
is the shit show competition between the companies.
Yes.
calling the Cabresto crap and all that stuff. So I'm curious. So you have the different kind of tequilas, the reposados, the anejos, the blancos. The color on this
Right.
comes from something different, though, right?
It comes from our barrels.
It comes from
our
your
whiskey barrels.
So
And somebody just asked a question on the line as well. Are they your bourbon barrels that they're aged in?
Yes, our Varchas whiskey barrels. It's our bourbon.
So you ship your barrels down there to age them down there
Right.
because it's got to be bottled down there.
Right.
So you don't
Right.
ship the liquid up here, age it, send it back down. That's a nightmare. So you send your bottles. I wanted to, and we blasted right past the wine barrels for this. How big are the wine barrels? Right, because whiskey barrels are a
The
certain
wine
size.
barrels are much bigger.
They're
Because
Yeah, so that one is a cognac cask right there.
okay. Yeah. All right, so they're about double the size,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for the cognac, the
three-quarter.
Madeira is in between kind of that and like our standard American white oak barrel.
All right.
Yeah.
Quarter barrel, or
Was that?
was that considered a full barrel or 3/4 barrel?
That's
Full barrel.
well.
All
What
right.
are you considering a bourbon barrel?
Yeah.
So the bourbon barrel is about 53 gallons, right? The bourbon is 53 gallons.
Yeah,
I
so
think
roughly, I believe our wine
75.
barrels are close to 225 to 300 liters, which is, math bigger than 53 gallons. So,
So yeah, Shannon was worried about the additives. So besides being in your barrel,
Right.
are there any additives?
So what do we do actually? I think let me actually talk a little bit about the whole distillation of tequila, right?
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
So
It's not burning my nose.
so
it's
Nothing.
wonderful.
So just like how you guys see it here, right?
Right.
Right.
So we got the column still and the pot still. So we use the same concept in Mexico. So they got column stills and pot stills. So all the tequilas are a combination of both. So then we mix them up together, right? And then actually,
So there's blending magic to it as well. But the key component, I think, is like starting out with good agave, right? So it's not cheaping out and saying, hey, my agave is 2-3 years old. Let's start cooking it. It's like, no, it gets mature flavors just like whiskey gets mature flavors in a barrel.
It's proper age agave and
Exactly.
where you get it sourced from.
good old age. I'm sorry.
Where you source it from as well.
Yeah, and so the
Yeah,
distillery we're partnered with actually owns all of these agave fields. So it's actually their agave. So the quality control is there from the very beginning to the very end.
I don't know because I had an old fashioned. We had that. Am I getting a little jalapeno-y kind of?
I like to call it bell pepper, which is like a classic tequila thing.
Okay, I'm getting a little like jalapeno-y, spicy, peppery kind of thing on
Maybe
it.
you're tasting a little rye coming through.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Because we've had a lot of stuff in and out of these glasses.
I call that like the vegetal. It's the vegetal component of tequila.
Yeah.
And one thing we were really going for when we were making it was, there's tequilas that are on the side of like just cooked agave flavor. There are some that are fully on like the vegetal side, that bell pepper, black pepper kind of flavor in it. And yeah, like black pepper corn almost. And then we're going for that in between. I wanted cooked agave and that vegetal flavor together.
Sweet chili flavor, not really the bell pepper's not as sweet. You get that sweet chili, you get that little complex flavor to it.
Yeah. And I'm getting, I just, there's something like green, like fresh. I'm getting like
it's like
on the
skin of-
end,
it's
on
a
the
skin of
end.
something, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's more fresh than the other peppers. So I see the green, what you're talking.
It's not green, but I mean, it's like fresh green. It's not grassy.
It's crisper.
Crisper. Yeah. It's not like an apple crisp, but yeah, it's a crisper thing. There's something in there. Cause sometimes when we're doing ryes, they're like green. They're like grassy. Sometimes ryes are grassy, green.
All heat.
Yeah. And sometimes
all heat.
Yeah,
So
like I would say this is a
is
different kind of green. It's agave's completely different. But like when I would talk about green with a whiskey barrel, like that would be not something I'm into. But I like that.
There's
This is like
decent
this is like
legs
the
on
fresh agave kind of coming through.
And
This
again,
is-
we do a lot of whiskey, we do a lot of bourbon, and we venture out to gins and vodkas and tequilas and wines and beers and all.
Come to us.
Yeah, and
What's in the box?
send us a box of that, and we'll talk about it. But for sure, and
Yeah. And this is, and that's like, it's partly the barrel,
Sugar.
but it's partly the cooked agave flavor is so hard to describe if you've actually never chewed on a piece of cooked agave. It's different than agave syrup that you'd put in, you know, cooking
One
or
thing I can never
tea.
I use agave syrup
I've
for my
never
old
done
fashioned.
know.
syrup.
I-
It's just like a cookie,
you know.
like a very like sugar cookie, shortbread cookie.
I do see like the syrupy flavor you're talking about, but
Yeah.
it's not like thick syrup, but it's like you can see the legs that you're talking about.
Yeah, and again,
but I can say I never chewed on a piece of agave before.
Yeah, like,
Most
you know,
people don't. If you haven't been down to Jalisco.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm here for it.
all right, so
So I've been very quiet because I'm
Yeah.
just sipping here
Yeah.
on this
tequila on a Wednesday night.
I am not the biggest tequila fan. I'm self-proclaimed. I really don't like tequila all that much. However, this is beautiful. I would definitely I want to take that home.
yeah,
We can make that happen.
for the
This
low
one,
low
you
price.
can make it go
49,
home for
49.
$49.99.
Or 50 bucks in a little tax there.
Yeah.
That's in your.
That's definitely in the
Actually,
wheelhouse.
You
But still,
All right, so the tequila expressions, the whiskey, the bourbon's available in our retails. Are your tequilas out there as
Yeah,
well?
yeah.
It's the same,
Our tequilas too. So our tequilas was first launched in 2024 in November, right? I think we're in probably about 150 stores in Michigan. We are in also a number of Myers and number of other local stores here. It's going pretty fast.
Yeah.
So we're in
there's a reason for that.
we're in
too.
Total Wine, Myers, a lot of local good liquor stores as well.
Along with Atlanta and Florida selling a decent amount.
You mentioned doing some barrel picks. You do barrel picks with local party stores here, or just in all of your markets?
Yeah, so if
we
you-
just have go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
talk about that.
If you know Bernstein's Liquor,
Oh yeah, they're
Bernstein's,
ballers.
yeah.
Man.
That's
Those are the big boys. over
dropping
the
on
west
Friday.
side.
Dropping on
Oh.
Friday. We got a barrel pick with them.
Right on.
It's going to be the barrel proof of our high-rye. And it actually was the barrel that we won a gold at San Francisco Spirit Awards with. That was the award-winning barrel for us.
That's a big deal. We also have
Free
another,
tastings on Friday.
Yeah, that's true.
and we also have another massive liquor store in Sylvan Wines in Sylvan Lake.
Silver Lake. Okay.
Yeah.
We
So
also-
you got the west side in the north. When are you going
Yeah,
to come to the
yeah.
east side, dog?
I know.
East side cats.
You know, Woods, but also Woodward Corner. Like Meyer did a store pick with us. Yeah.
Meyer.
Yeah.
Myers Total Wines now.
Yeah.
We're going to get you into the wine garden. We're going to get you to meet Big Tony in St. Clair Shores. He's a great guy.
Let's do it.
love to do that.
You got to meet Wine Garden. The boys at the A&B guys, Yvonne and those guys at A&B Liquor do a lot. We get a lot of barrel picks with them. They come on the show a lot. Well, they have a few times. And who else? Keiko's folks are always really good.
Keiko's
with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
They're always
we-
good with
Yep,
us.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work with Steve and
Wow, that's so gin and vodka. We're gonna come back and do gin and vodka, and we'll talk about.
We'll have a
gin.
clear
We
day.
Yes.
And it's not as
There's
cloudy
so
out.
much.
A clear, sunny day.
But Varchas, what's in your adventure so far? How many years have you been doing this?
6 years now.
All right, so 6 years. What is it? What do you have a favorite child? What has been your like? Oh my gosh, this because you can't pick. It's like your favorite child. But is there one that was like, wow, this was really surprising, and I really, really enjoyed this part of the project?
So I enjoy when people enjoy it. Okay,
Like the
So-
tasting room,
right.
people
So-
coming in and sharing with you.
right. I every Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights I get texts from my friends about they're drinking Rizzo 102 bourbons, right? But I think I'm looking at much bigger, right? I really want to take our American craft spirits global. I want to have people around the world talking about our products. Okay, I think actually our bourbon is doing phenomenally well, and we also talking about launching something cool like a Detroit Reserve, which is a Michigan product worldwide. And I like it's funny. I went to a bar in Bangalore, India, South India, and I asked them, okay, give me a Varchas Detroit Reserve. He said, oh, you want a Detroit?
That's cool.
I said, man, that's pretty cool.
pretty
That's
effing cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I get a kick out of that, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at like something like that. We just
I'm
make
not going to
everybody-
let you be this diplomatic on the question. I'm going to phrase it differently.
All right.
Get him.
All right.
I'm going to sit back and watch.
You know you're going on the Orient Express. You got 5 days on a train.
Right.
And you're going to meet people on this train. You get one bottle of your product you're going to bring with you. What are you bringing on the
nice.
train?
Reserve 102.
Hey,
That's what we're
there
looking
you
for.
are.
Like,
All
what's
right.
what's your baby? I mean, you get great answer, and I love the Detroit and India thing, but we wanted to know, like, that's your thing. Like, this is what I'm showing
man,
off
I'm telling you,
that I'm proud
I'm
of.
telling you,
So that's great.
102, meaning all in.
Well, flip it back to them. What would you take out of what you tasted?
Oh, if I could take that to the Madeira,
The
Madeira?
Madeira. That
Always,
was
always.
insane. That was
All day.
insane.
But that's only because I haven't been over there and had the sherry one, and I haven't had the other ones. I already know my girlfriend's got the
Tonight,
tequila in her
bottle
carry-on,
going
so
on.
they don't have to worry about that. It's already there. It's in the house right now on our shelf next to our white stuff. We have that in the shelf. So
I just think that the 102 is I don't want to say a daily drinker, but it's a daily drinker.
Yeah.
It's smooth. It's 102 proof. You don't feel
Yeah.
that big burn,
but
but the
that's
flavor is there.
and that's what you want.
Any time of the day, any time of the night.
No, and that's what you want. You want that one that you that's drinkable, that people are going to have one or two watching Landman.
You,
you know what I mean?
Go to the house
You want
and,
the-
hey, I'm going to pour it for you. You drink it.
I get it from that. Oh,
Something you're also like happy to drink neat, and you don't have to make an old fashioned, which
Neat is what we do at home.
Exactly.
We only do old fashions out and about.
Yeah, this
it's a safe choice getting the old fashioned, right?
I make them at home.
Not every place.
Oh, you didn't have the 102
But I
yet,
have
did
the
you?
one I'm going to get tonight before I leave, the maple one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I mean, I don't know what time you're looking.
like I said, there's so many different expressions. And again, we didn't even bounce over to the vodka or gin, and I really would. So I mean, if you guys would be
Well, you're just
gracious
gonna have
enough,
to set this stuff up. We have to run this shit all back again.
Yes, please come
It-
back.
it-
Please come back.
You guys need to really come back. We should really talk about the gin. We should really talk about the vodka because
I'll be on time the next time. Yeah.
100% Michigan made.
oh, it's in that
Okay.
that's the thing. I love that. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna have a couple more cocktails. All right, so but one last time, let's get everybody where to go, websites and marketing. Phil.
The main one is www.shankardistillers.com,
All right,
and that's our main
that'll
website.
launch you to everything.
We have a www.900gradostequila.com.
Nice.
And then if you want to buy online, we have buyvarchaswhiskey.com
Okay,
or buy900gradostequila.com.
and
you don't need the
liquor-
www for those, right?
You don't need those.
liquor is so hard. It's like, thank you, government, for getting involved in our lives more than we want. And oh my
We're
God,
here to
how
help.
do you
We're here to
how do you
help and
get your
serve.
labels and bottle approved? Because these are very intricate labels. It's like is labeling a nightmare. We've talked to so many people. It's like it's a whole job in and of
And
itself.
in the beer
to get
industry, when it's a
damn
different
label
beer every
approved.
month, it's even harder to do it.
A lot of planning, a lot of design, a lot of work around it. It's taking Shankar's story into play. If you look
Yeah.
at the bottle, that is Shankar's story. The front eagle, the double-headed eagle, is
Yeah.
from his kingdom of Mysore where he was born.
I love it.
The top American eagle celebrates his American dream that he's putting together.
What I like is the shape of the bottle. It's not the standard.
If you
typical-
notice,
most
it's a
bottles
shape
are
of a
round
V.
bottled.
It's a shape of a V, like Varchas.
Yeah, I love it.
I
So,
think that, and this is just a crude observation, that by the bottle shape, old people would think it's a brandy.
I can kind of see that.
Maybe.
They would have it has a brandy shaped bottle for,
I
older
concur.
folks.
Yep.
That, like there would be a 10
I'm old.
stamp on it. Well, I've seen. I had grandparents at the bar that had tax stamps on the stuff, and those were like brandy bottles had that unique shape.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now it's just being a little unique shape so you stand out.
It's
But
sexy.
there's so many damn bottles in the shelf.
It's a sexy bottle. It's got the nice V, the nice eagle on top. Just say.
No, it's damn sexy.
it is.
Now I'm done jerking you off. All right?
Hey, you were talking about my breasts earlier. Come on.
So we're gonna put all those links in the bottom Varchas, gentlemen, thank you for letting us invade your space, and
Yes,
thank you
this
for
is
the
wonderful.
pours. This has just been amazing and really wonderful. So thank you, and we'll come back if you'll have us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no, no,
You guys-
no.
You guys can come live at the gin launch we're going to do in April.
April.
Yeah.
We,
All right, let's mark that.
we're gonna gin launch in April. We're gonna Cinco de Mayo in May. But most importantly, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you guys so
Thank you
much.
for the opportunity to be on the platform. Okay, I appreciate it. Actually.
Cheers.
Well, everybody, yeah, we got to do the whole like and subscribe and all the
all the
podcast
podcast
places.
things and all the podcast
all the
places.
podcast things.
All right.
Thank you, Spencer, Jennifer, for joining us. All
Thank you for inviting us.
No, anytime. No, thank you.
right, folks. Good night.